Hello, good morning, student. So today's topic is theorem of perpendicular axis. So in the last lecture we have studied theorem of parallel axis. So in theorem of perpendicular axis, this theorem is applicable to any laminar body. Okay, laminar body means a plane surface or a leaf like a structure. Okay, so by using this theorem you can find out the moment of inertia of a laminar body about the three mutually perpendicular axes, and these three axes are concurrent to each other. See, out of them, two are planar, means two dimensional, and the third axis is perpendicular to the plane. Okay, and these three are concurrent. Concurrent means all three are meeting in one point. That is known as concurrent. So, such a case you can apply perpendicular axis theorem to find out the moment of inertia of this body. Okay? So, let us find out the moment of inertia of a laminar object about mutually three perpendicular axes x, y, z. Okay, so let us consider this is your x axis, this is y axis, and this is z axis. Okay, and we have to find out the moment of inertia of this planar laminar object. So for that we'll consider one small point mass, and then we'll integrate, we'll get the moment of inertia of this whole body. So let us consider this point P having a small mass dm, and we have to find the moment of inertia of this mass dm, and then we'll integrate. So for that, according to definition of moment of inertia, it is you should know the distance of this point from the axis of rotation, and also you should know the mass. Let it is a mass is small dm, and let us draw the perpendiculars about. We are going to find the moment of inertia of this dm about x, y, and z axis. So let it be this. We will draw this perpendicular on y axis, and let us draw this perpendicular on x axis. Then this distance will be x distance, and let this distance is y distance. Okay, then what will be the distance of this point from the z axis? So in the vector lesson last year we have studied, okay, two mutually perpendicular axes and the resultant OP, right? Resultant OP, it comes equal to under root this distance from the z axis. That is, OP is the distance from the z axis, and it is equal to under root x square plus y square, or y square plus x square. So this we have studied already in last year. So here we got the distances of the point P from the axis x, y, z, that is x, y, and under root x square plus y square. So let us find out now the moment of inertia. Therefore we can write the moment of inertia of this point P about the z axis. Okay, so sorry, about the x axis. So about the x axis, how we can write? It is equal to, see, about this x axis, it comes equal to the point P is at a distance y from the x-axis. So you can write it is equal to integration y square dm, that is m r square. Here m is dm and r square is your y. So it comes y square dm. In the same way, moment of inertia of the point P about y-axis. Okay, about y-axis. So about y-axis, how much is the distance? The distance is x. So you can write x square dm. Okay, so moment of inertia Iy about the y-axis, it is equal to integration x square dm. Now about the z-axis, the moment of inertia about z-axis. So about this z-axis, the distance is under root x square plus y square and the mass is dm. So it comes equal to integration y square plus x square dm. Now we can separate this integration as there is addition. So you will get integration y square dm plus integration x square dm. But integration y square dm is equal to ix, that is moment of inertia about x-axis, and integration x square dm is iy, that is moment of inertia about y-axis. So what we got now? The moment of inertia about the z-axis is equal to moment of inertia about the x-axis plus moment of inertia about y-axis. Okay, so this is your mathematical expression of theorem of perpendicular axis. Okay, see here, if the object moment of inertia about the x-axis means the object is rotating like this about this axis in this way, this will come to this in this way. Okay, when about the y-axis, the object will rotate like this, this will come to this side in this way, and about the z-axis it will rotate like this. Okay, so in this way we can find out the moment of inertia of the object of the rotation when it is rotating about any one of these axes, about x, y or z axis. Okay, so what's the mathematical expression here comes? It is equal to Iz is equal to Ix plus Iy. Okay, so from this we can formulate one statement. So what's the statement? The moment of inertia of of a laminar object about an axis, okay, z, which is perpendicular to its plane, okay, is the sum of its moment of inertias about two mutually perpendicular axes in its plane, all the three axes being concurrent. Okay, so what is the statement again? See, the moment of inertia of a laminar object about any axis perpendicular to its plane is the sum of its moment of inertia about the two mutually perpendicular axes in its plane, and all the three axes being concurrent. Okay, so we'll stop here today. So you are going to revise again these two theorems, theorem on parallel axis and theorem of perpendicular axis. So write in your notebook 2 times these both the theorems. That is your homework today. Okay, bye.